For the past 3 years or so, they have been called for a West Indies T20 league, except the CPL. That league is now a reality. Started yesterday at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. 6 teams from the region have assembled to play in the West Indies Breakout League. It's a T20 cricket competition, and while many think that the funds could have been spent otherwise, those who are in favor of the league are now getting the league. We're in match number 4, and it's between the Guyana Rainforest, and the Trinidad and Tobago Legions. Earlier today, the Jamaican Titans lost to the Leeward Highlands Thunder. But we had drinks in the first innings of match number 4, in which the Rainforest won the toss and asked the Legions to take first strike. Sorry about that. Says the Guyana Rainforest Rangers, who won the toss and have asked the Trinidad and Tobago Legions to take first strike. Thank you, Mikel. Good night, Mikel. So it's 63 for 4. Bidesi getting a really a nothing ball down the leg side, which he should have really hit out of the park. But instead of turning crossway and hit the ball into Taruba, he decided to ticker it down to fine leg, got a fine nick, and the catch was taken by Savory. And Trinidad and Tobago have lost their 4th wicket. They are now 63 for 4. There's a live poll that is going on. So in that live poll, one of the options there, I think, is that Trinidad won't make 140. So what do you think? Will they get 140 or will they get 160 or more? Watch turn away by Goodley. So Goodley is the new batsman, left-handed batsman. Ned have so far taken 2 for 23. He's in his final over. He has 3 deliveries to bowl in his final over. 64 for 4, Trinidad and Tobago Legions. They are called in this breakout T20 cricket league. So Mikel is saying this league is difficult to watch so far. Let's watch now. It comes in, bowls to that Silva. He's off the back foot. He strokes it into the offside. There is no run. The score remains at 64 for 4. And the thing is that some of these matches are being shown on YouTube, but this one is not being shown. So I decided to go ahead and do the watch along. I realized that the match today between Jamaica and the Leeward Islands, over 4,000 persons were watching one of the times. So I don't know, Mikel. I guess everyone has their own take on things, you know. 65 now for 4 with 1 delivery to come in over number 11. So it's Guyana against Trinidad. Jamaica lost today, lost comfortable too, making only 124, I think. Gooley drives down to long off. Good spell by Ned. End of his spell, 2 for 25 from 4 overs. At the end of over number 11, they are 66 for 4, Trinidad batting against Guyana. Always happy to have you here, Mikel. So just click on the poll and let us get your view of who you think will what the score you think that they will make. The majority, 43% of you think that they will make 140 or less. The same number of you think that they will make 160 plus. In my opinion, I don't think they can get 160 plus because they will roughly have to get another 90 runs after 9 remaining overs, 94 runs. And there's no indication that they can score 10 runs and over to get that. You know, so it's left to be seen, though. What do I know about cricket? Only cricket itself knows. I really appreciate all of you who are here. Looking forward to the interaction as this tournament eats up. So this is Latif. Right arm leg spinner over the wicket, bowls to Goodley, who slapped it back to him, and there is no run. So he just slapped back that one to him. It was really another half volley. He should have put it away. Let's watch Latif. The tall right arm leg spinner over the wicket, bowls to Gooley, who hit this down behind back with a square leg. The fielder comes around on the boundary. That looks to be Kevin Sinclair, who sends the return in. 1 more to the total. No, that's not Sinclair. I don't know that person. 1 more to the total. The score goes up to 67 for 4. They may be able to get 140, but I don't see them getting to 160 at this time. Let's watch now as Latif bowls short to the Silva. He pulls down to long on, got in the bottom portion of the bat as he turned crossway to hit it through mid-wicket, but it probably hustled onto him and he was late into the shot and it goes down to long on for a single. 68 for 4, 3 to come in over number 11. The run rate is below 6. Latif bowls to Goodley, who cannot beat backward point, and there is no run. He looks to give himself room. Hit that one inside out, cannot beat backward point. There is no run. 68 for 4. So 68 for 4 is the score. Latif tosses the ball from Antoine. He bowls to Gooley and he hit this out of the ground for 6. Lovely shot there. Lovely shot there by by Gooley, just hitting that one over deep mid-wicket for 6, as Latif flighted up that one in the slot, and Gooley hit it over long, deep mid-wicket for 6. And that will push the scores, push the Trinidad and Tobago Legion scores to 74 for 4 in over number 12. So this match is being shown on ESPN Caribbean, so you can join the feed on ESPN Caribbean if you want to watch the live action. They are the rights holder, and for the match to be shown on YouTube, Cricket West Indies has to get permission from the rights holder. And so it is being shown on YouTube. If you are not, another full toss from Latif that hits away down to the boundary. Let's watch the signal from the umpire. I think it is 1 bounce, but I'll wait on the signal from the umpire. So until we get the signal from the umpire, they're double checking now. I think it's 1 bounce. It's 6, another 6. It hit the rope on the full. So I think it hit the rope on the full. Yes, I think it hit it on the full. So 80 now. 80 for 4 is the Trinidad and Tobago Legions. 2 consecutive 6s off the bowling of Latif to end that over. So none for 23 from the right arm leg spinner, 2 overs. So Gooley have came in and have gone to 15 from 7 deliveries. So I was explaining now the rights holder, although if you are in some countries where there's no right holders, it has been shown on YouTube and on CPL YouTube channel, not on the Cricket West Indies YouTube channel, but also on CPL YouTube channel, if you're in countries that the right holders doesn't operate in. Because I think if you're in India, it's on fan code. If you're in Australia, I don't quite remember the name of the station that is bringing it in Australia. But if you're not in a country where there's a rights holder, you can watch it on YouTube. That Silva swung this away down to deep backwards square leg and it's dropped by Ned. And they got a single, 81 for 4. Bad drop there by Ned. He misjudged that. He was on the move when the ball reached him. Oh, it's Sinclair. Sinclair was the bowler. Ned, of course, I'm right. He was on the move when the ball reached him, and he didn't need to be on the move. He could have second. But he was charging in, and he was always going to drop that from his movement, because he was always going to get to the ball with stiff hands. And once he get to the ball with stiff hands, he was always going to drop it. Sinclair bowls to Goodley, cannot beat backward point. The score remains at 81 for 4. What do you think about the tournament so far? I think Michael Douglas earlier said that it is very difficult to watch. I think earlier he said it. Round the wicket, ball slapped away down towards the cover boundary. 1 more to the score. The score now goes up to 82 for 4 after 12.4 overs. 82 for 4. Greetings, Atina. Appreciate you. The champion. Good night, the champion. Good night to you. Yeah, well, I just made that point, Mikel. I just made that point. Thank you nonetheless. Let's watch Sinclair, who comes in now. Bowls to the Silva. Swung this away over deep mid-wicket for 6. So 3 6s have been scored after the last 7 deliveries. Of the last 7 deliveries, there have been 3 6s. So that's good going here now by the Legions, as Da Silva is probably one who really want to get a breakout in T20 cricket. And, you know, Ned, that shot would have hurt Ned as he dropped him a few deliveries earlier. So from the last 7 deliveries, they have scored 20 runs. Sinclair, final delivery of his 3rd over, comes in, bowls to Da Silva, who hit this over deep mid-wicket. Over the field, I had 6 more. So 4 sixes off the last 8 deliveries, which pushed the Trinidad and Tobago Legion scores up now to 94 for 4. And that total of 160 plus is now looking very, very likely. So Sinclair, none for 23 from his 3 overs. That score is now looking very, very likely. At Barrett D, you need to use a VPN and change the location to Mexico. That's what I did. Okay, the champion. Yeah, the champion. You sure you're allowed to talk those things on the YouTube channel? Well, I don't know. Well, yes, if you don't have ESPN in the USA, you cannot watch it on YouTube. So, Barrett D. The earlier match today with the Jamaica Titans was on YouTube. Apparently, they would have been given the rights to show it on YouTube. Although it was being shown on ESPN also, but I don't know what happened there. So, but thank you for the suggestion, the champion. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Let's watch now as Samson, and he's very strong, and Gooley flashes at that one outside the half stump wide. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. So this is probably Samson's first match. I've never seen him before. He looks very strong, but it's a breakout league. I think we're going to see a number of persons that we have never seen before. Comes in now, bowls it away over the top. Let's watch what's going on. It goes down to third man. The 4 runs there, 4 runs. Camera never picked it up right away. It's 99 for 4. No, I did not see. I never saw his spell, Mikel. So Goodley looks to flash that one away, peel off the outer portion of the bat, high over third man, down to the boundary for 4. So he's 20 now from 10 deliveries. Samson bowls to Gooley, who drives inside edge to the keeper. Well stopped. Good stop, that Savory. Good stop. 99 for 4. 6 overs to come after this one, and the Trinidadians, they are going early. Yes, one would think that having lost 4 wickets, they probably wait until about the 15th, 16th over to go, but they have decided to go from over number 12. Samson bowls to Gooley, who eases this down the ground, and they go through for an easy single. 6 runs off the first 3 deliveries of the over. That brought up the Trinidad and Tobago Legion's 100 in over number 40. Is it 13.4? 13.3, sorry. Over number 13.3. And Gooley, since he has came to the crease, we have seen a greater impetus in the Trinidad batting. So let's watch. First, I'm seeing Samson, you know. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Make sure you have great internet. Yeah, thank you, Barrett D. You saw Samson last year in the Super 50. Okay. And that one hit away by the silver down to the field on the backward point boundary. 1 more to the total. Well, I never saw him. So that he never really made an impact, though, in the few matches he played. That's Michael Douglas saying that he saw Samson last year. First time seeing him over the wicket. Bowls to Gooley. Gooley covers up the bowler field as the ball comes on the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. 7 runs out of his first over thus far. 1 delivery to come. So this can be a good over, and it can be a bad over, or it can be a middling over. If they get another 1 or 2 off the over, you call it a balanced over. If if this is a made delivery, it's a good over. But if it go for 6, it's a bad over. Let's see. And he just steered it away down to backward point for a single. So 8 runs off the over. So you'd say it's a balanced over. I think both teams will be comfortable with 8 runs off the over. And so 8 runs from the over. 102 for 4 at the end of over number 14. So let's hope he does better tonight, Mikel. We wish the young man well. I never saw him last year, but thanks for that feedback. Let's hope he has improved since then. Thank you, Barrett D. We appreciate the kind compliments. It's always good. So please remember to slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button. Just click off the live chat and you'll see the thumbs up. And so you click on the subs and the thumbs up button. Just three likes. That's just 3 likes. With over 63 person watching and only 3 likes. That's not good enough, man. That's not good enough. We can do better than that. Just click off where the live chat is and click on the thumbs up button. So Niall Smith is coming back into the attack. Let's watch Niall Smith. I remind you of that look that Niall Smith gave me at Savannah Park. He hammers in and bowls to Gooley, taken in the family jewel, and they go through for a quick leg by. So that's a leg by. He hit him with a short delivery. Gooley looked to turn it into the onside, and he's down. He was hit on the jewel, and he's down. He's getting up now, though. He's getting up, and he seems to be okay. No problem. He will still have children. They are laughing about it now. They're laughing about it. I stayed out all night, Monday night, and ever since I had a lot of coughing over the weekend. Over the Easter weekend, I had a serious cough, and then did 6 matches on Monday, then stayed out all night Monday night, and then there was the Spalding Cup cricket final in Jamaica for Jamaican high school boys. I was to do commentary there. So the horse, it need time for the horseless in the voice to go away. As that one is steered down to 3rd man for another run. Are they looking for the overthrow? No. 104 for 4 in over number 14.2. So I think that they can get up to this 160 now, Earlier I said I don't think they can get to it, but 56 from 5.4 overs, 56 from 34 deliveries with 6 wickets in hand, you will think that they will be able to get up to 160. And I think that if they get up to 160, it will be a challenging total for the Guyana Rainforest, Rangers. Guyana Rainforest Rangers. They won the toss and decided to bowl first. And there's both playing 11 on the screen there. Simit over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed goalie, who played it down in front of him. The bowler fielding his follow-through, and there is no run. On the offside of the pitch, he skipped across and fielded on the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. The score remains at 104 for 4 in over number 15. So Savory is the captain of this team, and Joshua Da Silva is the captain of the Trinidad and Tobago Legions, while Savory is the captain of the Guyana Rainforest Rangers. Let's watch now as Niall Smith turns to move in. Over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed goalie, who whipped this away off his hips. Oh, beat the man there. For a moment, I was going to say straight into the hands of the man. They will double check again whether this went over the rope or it was one bounce. I think it's a similar situation that it fell on the rope. So there was a field that backward square leg, and goalie whipped it off his pad in the air to the left of the field on the backward square leg boundary, but he never made the effort. He never made the ground to get there. and they're looking at the replay, was probably in off the boundary. Let's look. This time it's 1 bounce 4. So it's 4 this time, 1 bounce 4. The score goes up to 108 for 4 in over number 15. So he just pick it up off his hip and whip it away down back with a square leg for 4. That's Gooley, who's on 25, 26 from 17 deliveries. He have added impetus to this innings. Simit over the wicket, balls to Gooley, who turn this into the outside. They're running hard. They're looking for 2. Will they come back? No, they stay on 1 as Kevin Sinclair closed in and sends the return in. The score goes up now to 109 for 4 with 1 delivery to come in over number 15. So glad Rivaldo Clark, Adrian Sukayawa, Kevlin Anderson, Kevin Sinclair, Ronaldo Ali Mohammed, Quinton Sampson, Ashmead Ned, Riyad Latif, Niall Smith, and Jedediah Blades. That's the playing 11 for the Guyana Rainforest Rangers. His Smith is it. Final delivery of his second over. Balls to Da Silva, who slammed this down to the mid-wicket for a single. 110 for 4 at the end of over number 15. Da Silva moves up to 47 from 29 deliveries. Niall Smith 2 overs for 20. Gooley is on 27 from 18 deliveries. Da Silva is on 45 from 28 deliveries. And after 15 overs, the Trinidad and Tobago Legions are 110 for 4. So the playing 11 for the Legions is Da Silva, Abia Jangu, Jade Gooley, Christian Thornton, McKinley Clark, Navin Bidasi, Mikel Govia, Yuan Lane, Joshua James, Cephas Cooper, and Damian Wakim. So that's the playing 11. Thank you, Bharat. Yes, that Athena said shot. Samson balls to Da Silva, and Da Silva play this one off the stump down to the fielder coming off the backward point boundary for 1 more. 111 for 4 there on Nelson. Yeah, that was a lovely shot by Gooley. He just picked it up off his, I think it was probably about knee height, and he just clipped it away. It looks very pleasing. Definitely Athena, the legend. So it's 115 for 4. That means they would have hit a 4. Down the ground, 1 bounce, didn't quite carry to the fielder, and they come back for 2. 117 now for 4. You know, when I coughed just now, something came up, so I was to go and get rid of it. You know, as I said, I had this cough for a little more than a week now, but it is regressing nicely. Last week, Saturday, I don't think I could go 5 minutes without coughing. So it's regressing nicely at this time. So Joshua Da Silva is on 48 as he played this away down towards, that's Gooley, play it away down towards backward point for another single. And Gooley has looked very busy since he came to the crease. His 34 is from 21 deliveries. And he has looked very busy. 118 for 4. I think they're going to get 160 plus, you know. And if they get 160 plus, match will be definitely on. Definitely on if they get 160 plus. Let's watch now as Samson bowls to Gould, is to Da Silva, who looks to do the ramp, but he didn't bend the knee, and the ball was a little too full. So clearly, it's not a shot that he have practiced. He probably has it in his head and probably procrastinate a lot about it, but I've not practiced it enough because clearly he never bend the knee there. Look how straight the knee were. They never bend enough for him to get under the ball and do the ramp or the scoop over the keeper head or over short fine leg. You have to bend a little lower. Samson to Gouli, and Gouli looked to play that off the. He played it back straight to the bowler. Is it? Oh, he played it back straight to the bowler. Oh, it's the end of the over. Sorry, it's the end of the over. He's on 34, and Da Silva is on 48. You know, the camera work was a good there right now, so I wasn't quite sure. Top 10, how you doing, man? Why is Kari Campbell not in the Jamaica squad? Big up Cricket Forum. But top 10, I don't know. Top 10, Kari Campbell, which team he plays for? Which senior cup team he plays for top 10? How you doing? Big up yourself. Jamaica lost today badly. We struggled with the bat. We struggled with the bat. It was a disappointing performance. Melbourne. Okay, it was a disappointing performance from the Jamaica team this morning with the bat. We really struggled to that 124. None of our batsmen got going. 123, should say 123 for 6 off the overs. I just give you a rundown of the Jamaicans card this morning as Ronaldo Ali Mohammed, who have impressed me a lot, is back into the attack. Oh, well, this is his first bowl. So Leroy Lugbeck, 14 from 14 deliveries. Kirk McKenzie, 34 from 34 deliveries. Jordan Johnson, 40 from 45 deliveries. Ali Mohammed bowls wide outside the half stump to Da Silva, 120 for 4. Ramel Lewis, the captain, he made 1 from 3 deliveries. Andrew Rambaran made 16 from 17 deliveries. Javar Royal got a 1-ball ducks. And Dimatar Anderson made 9 from 7 deliveries. So Ali Mohammed bowls to Da Silva, hit it over cover. Let's see. It got a long way for 6. That's his off central. Well played, Da Silva. That was pitched up and he hit it over cover for 6. That's the hardest 6 to hit in the game. And it goes a long way over cover. Well played, young man. 126 for 4. He moves up to 54 from 32 deliveries. Gouli is on 34. 126 for 4. And so top 10, if you look at that Jamaica batting card, the only batsman today in the Jamaican team to have a strike rate of over 100 was the number 8. Balls to Da Silva, it high in the air. Who wants it? The fielder circling under it, he dropped it. And they come back for 2. It was always going to be a difficult catch because the ball was going away from him. He has to chase back. He got hands to it, but it was always going to be difficult. I'm looking to see the name on his shirt. I still don't see the name, but it was always going to be a difficult catch. Still not seeing the name on his shirt. It was going to be very difficult. So Dimatar full toss and Da Silva hit it over mid-wicket for 6. So this is a big over here by Trinidad with only 3 deliveries gone. It's 15 off the over so far. 15 off the over, only 3 deliveries. 62 from 34 deliveries. So it was a poor batting display by Jamaica. They really struggled. Mohamed bowls to Da Silva, another 6. Oh no, he didn't time it. Yes, God, sorry. For a moment, I thought it was height and not distance. But it had the distance and it gone for 6, 21. This is a big over. 21 with 2 deliveries to go, 3 sixes. Da Silva now, that strike rate have gone above 200. Wow. And they are taking cover in the Legion's dugout. Mohamed is under pressure. Not quite 200 yet. Ali Mohamed comes in, bowls to Da Silva and hit it up and over. High in the air. What a shot by Da Silva, but he's out caught on the boundary. Kevin Sinclair took the catch. It was short outside the half stump. It was a slower delivery. And he tries to uppercut it over backward point. It went high in the air, but it never got the distance. And Kevin Sinclair took the catch. And so Da Silva gone for a well-played 68 from 36 deliveries. Good knock by the Legion's captain. And Ali Mohamed got his man. 21 from the over. But Ali Mohamed got his man. 140 now for 5. 140 for 5 with 3.1 overs remaining in the Legion's innings. On the other hand, when the Leeward Islands Thunder batted, Kofi James scored at almost 200. He made 39 from 20 deliveries. Jamie Cornelius made 16 from 13 deliveries. Michael Louis got a 2-ball ducks. It was well celebrated. Joel Andrew made 11 from 12. And Kareem Gore was not out 34 from 31. And Giovanni Di Pizia not out 17 from 22. As they cruised to a 6-wicket victory, reaching 127 for 4. So the Jamaica team never batted well today any at all. They just never batted well. So good innings there by Joshua Da Silva. Lovely innings. Love to see that. Ali Mohamed bowls wide outside the half stump. The umpire does not signal wide. Joshua James can't believe it. But end of the over. Good comeback. Good last 2 delivery. The first 4 deliveries went for 21. And you got a wicket and a dot ball. This is T20 cricket, everything matters. And when you can get a wicket and a dot ball off your last 2 deliveries in T20 cricket, that's well done. It could have gone for 12. You could have bowled a no ball in that 2, and it ended up going for 17. So 2 dot ball at the end, well bowled. I have to give him credit there for finishing the over well. Swung away by Gooley, dead straight. That's good hitting. 6 more. 146 for 5. Just thinking about it, they can get 180 here. Trinidad and Tobago Legions may well get 180 here. And if they get 180, it would mean that they would have scored over 126 runs in the last 9 overs. He played also for Lucas Starr. I will check it for you. I will check. So pitched up and that driven down the ground to the man at long off. 147 for 5. 147 for 5. It's probably Melbourne that he played for because he's not in the Lucas team today. So he's probably played for Melbourne. I'll let you know if he in the Senior Cup match between Michael and Lucas. So for those of you living in Jamaica and those of you who are interested in what happened today in Senior Cup cricket, I'll try and go through some of the scorecards for you. So Michael made 185 against Lucas, who were 111 for 4 at the close of play. Samson comes in, bowls to Joshua James, who slapped this down wide of the field on a long off boundary for a single. It's 148 for 5 with 3 deliveries to come in over number 18. They can get 180. They can get 180. Yes, so Michael College made 185 all out against Lucas, whom are 111 for 4 at the close of. So let me start at the top. Let me start at the top. As Samson bowls to Gooley, who played it back down the inside of the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. Kensington Cricket Club made 212. They are 212 for 9 against Police at the end of the first day's play. So Kensington Cricket Club are 212 for 9 versus Police at the end of the first day's play. Samson bowls hedge away down to third man for 4. There is a third man in place, but he couldn't get around, and Gooley moves up to 45 from 26 deliveries, 152 for 5. So that brought up the Legions, the Trinidad 152. So the Trinidad and Tobago are 152 for 5. So, yes. So Kensington Cricket Club are 212 for 9 at the end of play on day 1. I would have given you the Michael Lucas score at the end of day 1 already. Let's watch Samson. Over the wicket, bowls to Gooley and hit it high in the air. This should be taken. Let's see. Brilliant placement. It dropped right between 2 fielders and they come back for 2. 154 for 5 at the end of over number 18. That means they will need 26 from the last 2 overs to get up to 180. And I think it is possible. 154 for 5, Trinidad against Guyana in the West Indies Breakout T20 League. So in the Jamaica Senior Cup, Melbourne made 167 all out, and St. Catherine Cricket Club at the end of the day's play were 237 for 3. So was there rain at Kensington why they only made 212? It was slow going. Let's see how many overs they face. Trying to see how many overs. Only 66 overs were possible at Kensington. So there must have been rain at Kensington why only 66 overs were possible. But at stump on day 1 in the match between Melbourne Cricket Club and St. Catherine Cricket Club, over the wicket come Blades, bowled, wide ball outside the half stump, wide signal by the umpire, Christopher Taylor. Melbourne 167 all out, St. Catherine Cricket Club 237 for 3. $237 for 3. Kari Canberra made 4. So Kari Canberra made 4 for Melbourne today. Slower delivery again outside the half stump. Let's see if wide will be signal this time again. No wide signal, so it's a dot ball. But it's so he made 4 and he bowled 6 overs for 34 runs, top 10. So Canberra bowled 6 overs for 34 runs today and he made 4 when they batted. So that's his numbers for today. Blades bowl outside the half stump, slapped away, down to extra cover. Work for the fielder coming around on the extra cover boundary, and they're back for 2. 157 now for 5. So just repeat the Melbourne score. Melbourne 167 all out. St. Catherine Cricket Club 237 for 3. At the University of the West Indies, hear this. At the University of the West Indies, I'll give you that score after this. UWI is playing against the Kingston and St. Andrew Cricket Association. And UWI won the toss and elected to bat. And as you know, the UWI team has players from all over the region. Blades, bowls, hit back past him. Powerfully by James. The fielder comes around field. Niall Simmet and only a single. 158 now for 5. UWI winning the toss and batting. They are 549 for 4. 549 for 4. Wow. 549 for 4. Wow. $158 for 5. Trinidad and Tobago. Blade over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed goalie who pulls, getting at the gloves. One bounce to the man at short fine leg who was wrong-footed, but he managed to stop the ball, and it's now 159 for 5. Good bowling here by Jades. So that 180 doesn't look, unless there's some real fireworks from the last 7 deliveries, that 180 might not be realized. But I should get 170. Projected scores 172. 12 over, I'll get them to 175. Blades over the wicket. Bowls to James, wide, definitely 160 for 5. That was a mile wide. I'm trying to get the score from that UWI match to tell you who did the damage. Well, 549 runs in one day. The University of the West Indies against Kingston and St. Andrew Cricket Association. They were flogged. 549. And UWI ball is big, you know. Ball hit high in the air as he got the distance. It gone a long way up. The fielders are running back and they won't get there. And the batsmen came back for 2. It's 162 for 5 with 1 delivery to go. Yeah, 1 delivery to go in over number 19. 162 for 5. 1 delivery to go in over number 19. As Blades walk back to the top of his mark. He's going to move in now to bowl to Joshua James, the big, burly Joshua James. The left-hand seamer over the wicket, bowls to James, who swings and misses. Good delivery. 162 for 5 at the end of 19. So 549 for 4. Kevandre Virgo, he made 178 from 179 deliveries. 19 fours and 1 6. 178 from 179 deliveries. And Stephen Wedderburn, who's the captain, I think he played for Jamaica under 19 last year. Which school Stephen Wedderburn used to go to? Veer? Was it Veer? I don't quite remember. He made 190. Or he's on 190 not out from 204 deliveries. So 549 for 4, the University of the West Indies versus Kingston and St. Andrew Cricket Association. That's a massive score. In the match between Portland Cricket Association and GC Foster College, Portland Cricket Association are 153 for 7. So probably that one got off to a late start. 2 Portland winning the toss and batting. The match played at Lynch Park. So clearly, there's probably been some rain at Lynch Park there's some rain at Lynch Park, and that match got off to a late start also. So we're in for the final over. Niall Simmet will bowl the final over. 2 for 20, 2 overs for 20 runs. Let's watch Simmet. Round the wicket, bowls to the left-handed goalie, a Yorker, he dug it out. Down to the field and the cover boundary, they will stay on one. Lovely delivery that by Simmet. He nailed the Yorker, 163 for 5. At Jacks River in Senton made 226 and St. Mary in reply are 195 for 6. Senton Cricket Association 226, St. Mary in reply 195 for 6. At Dumfries in St. James, an over batted first and made 179 all out. St. James in reply are 217 all out. So they lead by 38 runs. So they were dismissed off the final delivery of the day's play. Simmet over the wicket, bowls to James, and James uppercut it over the keeper down to the boundary for 4. Maybe not quite deliberate, but he got bat onto it, and that's what the Legions want. It's 167 for 5. Simmet back off a length. He flashed out top edge, beat the keeper down to the boundary for 4. 167 for 5. Goal is on 49. James is on 10. So Simmet at the top of his mark. And at Manly On, I was at Manly On last week where I streamed the match between the Jamaica Titans and St. Elizabeth Cricket Association. It's on the home page. Simmet bowls to James. Lovely delivery. Hit it down to long off for a singer. And Gooley, who's on 49, will come into strike. 168 for 5 after 19.3 overs. St. Elizabeth Cricket Association made 348 all out, and St. Catherine Cricket Association in reply are 135 for 3. And then in the 10th match of the round, a low-scoring game. Round the wicket, bowls to goalie, high in the air. Who's circle under it? Who wants it? The fielder circle under it, and he's out for 49. Well bowled, Niall Simmet, 168 for 5. 168 for 5. Good knock though by Gooley. He made 49 from 27 deliveries. So just to round up the Jamaica Cedar Cup score, Manchester Cricket Association 122 all out in their first innings. Clarendon Cricket Association reply with 152. Oh, it's a no ball. It's a no ball. Wow. It's a no ball. Wow. No ball by Niall Simmet. And it's a big one too, you know. Well, they're checking again. Let's see. They're checking. Yes, it's a no ball. When his foot landed, it was over the line. Although it slid further over the line, so they're checking to see at the point of impact if the foot, yes, it was over the line. So it's a no ball. So here comes the signal. Oh, it's not a no ball. He has given it. Oh, I think it's a no ball, but the third. The third umpire saw it different from me because I cleared the thing that was a no ball. I cleared the things. So that's a roundup of the Jamaica Cricket Association Senior Cup. It's 10 matches I saw here. So probably 2 of the matches were not played. 2 of the matches were not played. Probably rain, so they did not start. There should have been 10 10 matches here. So that's it for the Jamaica senior. Oh, there's a lot of... Oh. So McKinley Clark hit that away for 4. Or is McKinley or Michael Clark? It's McKinley Clark. Yeah, he took that away for 4. He got 4 runs. The score now goes up to 172 for 6. So they have breached the 172. Oh, good guy. Steve played for West Indies under 19. Okay. How much Carlos make for St. Catherine? Carlos Brown could be in this. Even Carlos Brown could be in the squad, you think? How much Weir made? I was expecting Weir to also be in the Titan squad. Ooh. Over the wicket comes Niall Smith. Bowls driven back to the bowler. Good final delivery. Shied at the stump. Oh, and they go through for a run. Niall Smith should not have shied at the stump and allowed the batsman to go through for a run. The moment he shied at the stump, instead of holding on to the ball, he allowed the batsman to go through for a run. And I will try and check and see how many Weir made Michael Douglas. And I will try and check. But it's 173 for 6 at the end of over number 20. 173 for 6. It's a long time I haven't done a watch along. So somehow I just feel a little tired, you know. So, but I'll be back with you for the start of the Guyana Rainforest Rangers innings. In the meantime, let us listen to some reggae here. T20 Breakout Tournament. The match between the Guyana Rainforest Rangers and the Trinidad and Tobago Legions. The Rainforest Rangers need 174 to win. And while I was away, while we went for the break, I got a phone call and the person was very stern. And I expected to be stern because it was from a soldier. And he said, why you didn't read out Jamaica defense score, the score in the match that Jamaica Defense Force was playing. And so here I go, because it was very stern coming from a soldier, and he was not mincing his word. He was not very happy that I never gave you the score of the Jamaica Defense Force. So here is the score. Jamaica Defense Force against St. Thomas. And Jamaica Defense Force 499 for 3 declare. The match was played at Up Park Camp. And it can be very intimidating playing a match at Up Park Camp, I remember back in the days we used to play a match at Up Park Camp, and sometimes you'll go to match and you felt so intimidated, just so intimidated. It can be very intimidating playing matches at Up Park Camp. So it's a small field too. It's not as big as the field at the University Bowl. So 499 for 3 declare. As McKinley Clark bowled the first delivery to Rivaldo Clark. So it's Clark to Clark here. And he played it into the offside, and there is no run. 499 for 3 declare. St. Thomas Cricket Association 150 for 8. But hear this. I think this is what he wants to tell us. He wants me to tell you. Tevin Gilzine, you remember him? The soldier that I think played 2 matches for Jamaica last year in the regional 4-day. 291. Clark to Clark, who played it away down to the field on the square boundary for a single, offside, backward point boundary for a single. 1 without loss. So Tevin Gilzine, 291 from 141 deliveries, 37 fours and 17 sixes. 37 4 and 17 sixes. 141 and 141 is what? 282. So that strike rate is more than 200. 37 fours, 17 sixes, 291. And his opening partner, Jordan Allen, also made 102 from 83 deliveries. 499 for 3 declare. And when St. Thomas batted, wide down the leg side by McKinley Clark, they reached 150 for 8. You can imagine that they must have been demotivated. But he also took 4 wickets when he bowled. Tevin Gilzine, 8.3 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 39. So what a day he has been having. 4 for 39 and 291. So wide outside the half stump, wide signal, 3 without loss. So there it goes, there it goes, my friend. You don't need to call me with that serious voice anymore. Patrick Lambert. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. So let's watch Clark as he comes in now. Down the leg side again wide. The score goes up to 4 without loss. As that was again wide. He bowls in this to Sukawa. That's that Sukwa. Let's say Sukwa. Gilzine is having a good tournament with bat and ball this season in the Senior Cup. So Gilzine made 291 and he took 4 for 39. I appreciate you being here. Look forward for your interaction. over the wicket. McKinley Clark bowls to Sukwa, edge away, down to third man for a singer. The score goes up by 1. It's 5 without loss after 3 deliveries. McKinley Clark really need to come to the party here tonight. A lot have been said about him. I first heard Courtney Walsh and Curtly Ambrose talking about him quite a few years ago. Let's watch now as Clark slip goes down over the wicket. Bowls to Clark, who plays a good shot through the covers. Work for the fielder coming from the backward point boundary. Picks up now and they should come back for 2. And the score moves up to 7 without loss. So 7 without loss in over number 1. Remind you that the Guyana Rainforest Rangers, they will need to get up to 174 to win this match. So that's they're playing 11 on the screen there. Savory is the captain. So Clark and Sukwa are the openers. Interesting to see how Kevin and Anderson goes. Clark over the wicket. Bowls to Clark, who turned this away, down back with a square leg. 1 more to the total. So there's slight lack of penetration here from McKinley Clark. The batsmen look very comfortable against him. I am looking to see what speed he's bowling at. But they really look very comfortable against him. Let's watch now as McKinley Clark he's going to bowl to Sukwa. I hope I got that name right. Sukwa. He's over the wicket. Bowls. Edge caught out. Brilliant. Pitched up. Went for a half-hearted drive. Hedge found that Silva took the catch to his right. First wicket down. 8 for 1. Sukwa, the man with the funny name, gone. Wow. Hadrian Sukwa caught behind for naught. No, sorry, I think he made 1. Hedge found that Silva moved nicely to his right. I think that Silva keeping has improved though. None of the leg spinners in the Caribbean look convincing to me, said top 10. Mikel, look, I want to see the leg spinner Bedassi go tonight. I like what I see last night. So 2 different opinions there, and that is always good. Keep the conversation going, gentlemen. That is always good. So it was a half-hearted shot as Kevin Anderson walked to the crease. What I always said, what do I know about cricket? Only cricket itself knows. Oh, it's Amir Django. Amir Django is the wicket keeper, not Joshua da Silva. Oh, sorry. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Django is the wicket keeper. And you remember I said that da Silva keeping seemed to improve because the movement to take the catch was so smooth and so clean. And I take it for granted as that one comes back in between bat and pad by lane to Clark and it goes through to the keeper. So my apology, Django, but the movement was so clean and crisp. And I immediately said that Silva has improved his keeping, but then just to find out that it's really Django was the keeper. Over the wicket, balls, take it, look to turn this into the onside, and there's no run. Yeah, it's that Silva, it's Django. Thank you. Yes, top 10. Yes, I was told. So I was giving that Silva credit for movements, which really he wasn't the one performing it, So thank you, top 10, for keeping me honest on the toe. Lane over the wicket, bowls, driven, dropped. Oh, should have taken it. Who was that? Clark came on the front foot, drove it to cover above the field ahead, and he made a meal of it. Look at, trying to see his name. Simple catch just above his head. All he needs to do is to catch the ball, and he made a meal of it. He tried to get it on the second attempt, but he didn't do it. See fast, the opener. Lane down the leg side wide, 9 for 1 in over number 2. So yes, I say that Lane has improved really well. Happy to see him bowl. I think that Lane, for me, I always rate Lane highly. I think after the death, to me, he would have been on the A-team tour from 2023. Comes back inside edge, no run, lovely delivery, pitched up. Was it his mother or his father who died in 2023? I think that he would have gone to Bangladesh from 2023 if he never had a death. One of his parents had not died. And I've always have high rating for him, and I'm glad to see that he's making those incremental improvements, and he continues to perform at a high level. Over the wicket, bowls clipped off the pad by Rivaldo Clark. They're gone for 1. They'll stay on 1. The score goes up now to 10 for 1. 10 for 1. Ten for 1 in over number 2. Pitched up and just clipped off the pad. Nice looking shot all along the ground. So let's watch now as, and this is the new batsman. Here's Lane. Right arm fast bowler over the wicket. Bowls to Andy, who covers up. Good looking shot. Firm hands. He played it down to mid-on for a singer. The score goes up to 12. Love that shot. He just firm up the wrist and allow it to pass the bowler, and they got a singer. Nice shot. Pitched up. Good delivery. He didn't look to overhit it. He just pressed on it and just, and it goes to mid-on for a nice singer. Good shot. Good cricket. 1 more to the total. At the end of the over, there are 11. 11 for 1 at the end of over number 2. But it should have been 11 for 2 as Cephas dropped Clark. Sitter just above his head should have taken that catch. I think what I'm seeing is that some of these fielders, they are playing to the camera. The 4-day cricket is streamed, but there are not so many cameras. Let's watch McKinley bowls now to Anderson, who dab this down to short third man for another single. 12 for 1. It's a long time I've done any watch along, and so although I've been doing commentary, but the commentary is not like the watch along, 12 for 1. Clark turns now to move in. He's over the wicket. Bowls pulled away disdainfully by Rivaldo Clark. It never came right out of the screws, but it goes into the boundary for 4. And so, yes, so the score will move up now to 16 for 1. Let me read top 10 comment. From under 19, I've been watching him, but he look a lot too nonchalant then. But I've seen him improve. Even his batting has improved. Okay, thank you, top 10, for reflecting your opinion. Fielding has been poor in the competition. I agree with you. You and I agree with that and that. It has been poor. As Clark over the wicket bowls to Rivaldo Clark, who turned this away in the air down to the fielder, coming off the backward square leg boundary for 1 more, 17 for 1. After 2.3 overs, Clark moves up to 10. Anderson is on 2, comes into strike. I agree with you on that the fielding You and I share that same opinion. So keep the comments coming. Please interact. Please slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button. Bowls cut away. Down to the ball and the backward point boundary for a singer. So one more to the total. They're showing some replay from last night match. So one more to the total. I can tell you that the score after 2.4 overs is 19 for 1. 19 for 1 after 2.4 overs. So just waiting here on Clark. That was the wide delivery that takes it up to 19. 19 for 1. So please remember to slash a like on the video. We can do better with the like. Just click off the live chat and you'll see the thumbs up and you just slash a like on the video. Clark Seckers. That's Rivaldo Clark Seckers as McKinley Clark bowls to him. He covers up, plays it into the onside. They threw for a quick singer. One more to the total. So one more to the total. 20 for 1 now. So Michael Douglas is saying Barbados' feeling was trash last night. Yes, the feeling has not been good in the tournament thus far. Definitely not. 20 for 1. One delivery to coming over number 3. Over the wicket. Bowls to Andisu. Drives and misses outside the half stump through to Django. And there is no run. End of over number 3. The Guyana Rainforest Rangers looking to get 174 to win are 20 for 1 after 3 overs. Yes, and as Michael Douglas said, Barbados' feeling was trash last night. And Top 10 said the feeling has been poor in the competition. And I agree. The feeling that, and some, like I even last night I saw Joshua da Silva dropped a catch. It was really a comfortable catch. He tried to make it into a difficult catch so that, for the camera, and ended up dropping the catch. I think he's going to have a hard time forgetting that. Lane bowls to Clark, who plays it to a short mid-wicket, and they go through for a single. 21 for 1 after 3.1 overs. 21 for 1 after 3.1 overs. So let's watch now as he comes in now. Over the wicket, bowls to Anderson, swings and misses as it passed the outside. It's through to the keeper. The ball was outside the half stump. He was looking to hit it through the onside, and he was beaten as the left foot was pointing towards mid-on. 21 for 1 after 3.2 overs. Over the wicket, bowls, and he dabbed this away down to third man. It runs very close to the boundary. It got there now, 4 runs. So Anderson just using the pace and just caressing it down to third man for 4. Good shot there by Anderson. I love that shot. He just uses the pace, caresses it away. Didn't try to force it. Didn't try to hit it as hard as he tried to do the previous delivery. This time he watched the delivery and just caresses it down to third man for 4, beating the backward point to his left, who never have a chance. 25 for 1 after 3.3. Clark is on 12. Anderson is on 7. As Yuan Lane makes it. Not a bad crowd, Not there are some spectators there. Lane bowls, hit this high in the air, gone high. Let's see what happened over the field ahead who is running back. And they will come back for two. Two more to the total. So Anderson just making use of the power play as he hit that one over long off head. It never came out of the screws, right out of the screws, missed the middle of the bat, and they were able to come back for 27 for 1 after 3.4. So the Guyana Rainforest Rangers, the GRR, Lane over the wicket, bowls to Anderson. Again, he dabs it down to third man for 4 more. Oh, he's playing this well, you know. He's playing this magnificently. 31 for 1 with 1 to come in over number 4. He just dabbed it down to third man for 4 more. 31 for 1 in over number 4. Lovely shot there by Kevlan Anderson. And he had a very prolific regional 4-day tournament. Very prolific. And he's off to a good start in this tournament also. He's off to a very, very good start in this tournament. Ball, and he turns it away into the onside. Last night he made 58 from 43 deliveries in helping the Guyana Rainforest Rangers to 141, but they could not have, they never surpassed the total made by the Windward Islands, who made 166. So and this is a bigger total that they made than they are chasing a bigger total tonight than the one that they chased last night. They made 141 for 9 because Anderson made 58 from 43 deliveries. And Adrian Sukwa, who was out for 1, made 57 from 43 deliveries. And the rest of the batting, they were like telephone numbers, Savory 2, Sinclair Ducks, Ali Mohammed Ducks, Samsu 2, Ned 2, Latif 4. So Guyana Rainforest Rangers lost last night. So they need to win tonight. So they definitely need to win tonight. And there's a change in bowling as Joaquin comes in, bowls to Anderson, who hit this hard to the man at cover, but there's no run. The score remains at 32 for 1. He really hit that hard. He was looking to hit the cover of that ball just now. Wow. And Anderson cuts it away magnificently down to backward point for 4. Oh, he played that well. This young man can bat, you know. 36 for 1. That was a lovely shot. He's an 18. He can bat. What a shot. Wow. It's going to be very interesting, you know. It's going to be very interesting with that ball tampering issue hanging over his head. And it's going to be very interesting to see what decision is taken because he can bat. Going to be very, very interesting. 36 for 1. He's an 18 from 7 deliveries. Joaquin bowls to him and he dabbed it to short third man. No run. That was very close, probably too close, right off the stump. But he's watching this ball closely. And the score remains at 36 for 1. Remind you that the target is 174. The left arm orthodox spinner, Joaquin. Round the wicket, bowls to the right-handed Anderson, who goes over the top, down back with a square leg. It's gone all the way. Yes, 6 runs, lovely shot. Oh, he's batting well. He's playing the field, down on one knee and helping it over backward square leg. Not a bad delivery, but he's manipulating the bowler. He's outthinking the bowler here, and he hit it over deep backward square leg for 6. Lovely shot. That puts him up to 24. I love what I'm seeing from this young man, Kevlan Anderson. 42 for 1. He's 24. 12 for his partner, Rivaldo Clark. 24 from 13 deliveries. Joaquin, round the wicket, bowls to Anderson. He's off the back foot. They slap this away. The cover has to move to his left, allows them to go through for a single. 43 for 1. after 4.5 as Clark, who's on 12, comes into strike. The Guyana Rainforest Rangers looking to get 174. Joaquim, left arm orthodox, round the wicket, bowls to Clark. That one kept low, but he manages to pull it down to mid-wicket for us. One, are they going back for two? It looks like they've come back for two. Two more to the total. 145 for one at the end of over number 40. At the end of over number 5. Anderson 25 and Clark is on 14. 13 runs out of that over from Joaquim, and Guyana Rainforest Rangers after a good start here, going at exactly 9 runs per over. They started the match needing just under 9 runs per over to win, just about 8.66 runs per over to win. But now they are scoring at 9 runs and over, so a lot of runs, 129 needed from 90 deliveries. So a little bit of batting to be done. So here is the tall, lanky Govia bowling his off spinners. I think he's a right arm off spinner. Final over of the power play. He has 5 on the offside. Pulled to the man at backward point and he dropped it. He dropped it. And that's a big drop, It's Cephas, it's Gooley this time. Gooley and Cephas looks alike. This time it's Gooley. It was a long up though, and he pulled it to the man at backward square leg. It was on the bunks. Sorry. It wasn't a drop catch. It was on the bunks. Govia, the tall off spinner, bowls to Anderson. Clark should say, who hit this in the air over the top of the head of the man at long off, who was in from the boundary, and they go through for 2 more. 48 for 1. So there's the middle is coming in. The 2 deep fielders at deep mid wicket and long on. So deep mid wicket. There's 5 in a ring on the offside as Govia bowls to Clark, who played it to mid off. 48 for 1. The score remains. That's a dot ball. Oh, they go for 1. Sorry, I never know that you play to mid-off and run these days. Wow. 49 for 1. So they still got a single. You have to do better than that, man. Have to do better than that. Off the back foot. He played it away. $49 for 1. Let's watch now as he comes in. Govia bowls. Just whipped it into the onside to the man at backward square leg, Gooley. And there is no run. The score remains at 1 delivery to come now in the power play. Not a bad over here from Govia. 4 runs conceded thus far. He comes in to Anderson, the right arm off spin over the wicket. Bowls to the right-handed Anderson, who turned this down to the man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. And they stay on 1. Good over. Just 5 runs from the over. That's the Guyana Rainforest Rangers half century. They are 50 for 1 with Anderson 27 and Rivaldo Clark on 17. So at the end of the power play, Guyana Rainforest Rangers are 50 for 1, needing a further 124 to win from 14 overs. I am watching, not really looking for a winner. I just want to see which talent is coming through, said Fidel da Silva. Yes, I want Jamaica to win. Obviously, I want Jamaica to win the tournament. But when the other matches are playing, I'm just watching too and providing a service. Which if you like what we do here, please support the channel. The link is in the video description. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So if you like what we do, support the channel. There are links there. You can reach out and support the channel if you like what we do. But please smash a like on the video. Last time I checked, it was only Only 11 likes. That's not good enough, man. Only 11 likes. Please just click off the live chat and hit the live button. But that poll should have ended, so maybe I should ask who's going to win the match. That's the poll I should have now. Joshua James bowls to Anderson. Is he out? He's hedged behind as he looks to do the ramp or the scoop, whatever he's trying to do. Hedge phone through to the keeper. Anderson throws his wicket away. He's gone for 27. 50 for 2. The Guyana Rainforest Rangers. 50 for 2. Instead of just standing up, the young man has so many shots. Stand up and hit the ball through the offside. And that's all you need to do. So I'm just going to run a poll here, just setting up a poll. Who will win? Who will win the match? There's only 2 teams playing, so it's either Guyana or Trinidad. Which one comes first? Yeah, G come first. Guyana, Trinidad. So let's get your reaction to the poll. Who will win, Guyana or Trinidad? Look forward to your reaction. There's a live poll. So he just gave his wicket away, Anderson. I don't like that shot any at all from Anderson. Not a good shot. I'm watching, not really. Yes, and I really thank you for being here, Fidel da Silva. And I appreciate the interaction. As the interaction, keep it going. So Joshua James has struck with his very first delivery. There's some big, tall, fast bowler on this Trinidad and Tobago Legions team now. James, McKinley, Clark, Ewan Lane, they are big and tall, and probably Joshua James is the biggest of all 3. He's a strong young man. 50 for 2. Really, Anderson going across his crease, looking to hit it over the keeper head or over short fine leg. It came off the gloves, and Amir Django took the catch, and his wife is clapping as his sons look on. James, for the second time, abort his run-up. So he's getting something wrong. So he's doing his run-up over. So 2 catches thus far for Amir Django, who's someone who have played a number of games in the CPL. I recall he playing for the Talawas. He comes under a lot of pressure. Watch James, the right-arm fast bowler over the wicket. Bowls to the left-handed batsman, Savory, who played it down to the field on the cover boundary to his left. He had a lot of work to do and allows the batsman to come back for 2. Interestingly, the 2 batsmen that made the most runs last night for the Guyana Rainforest Rangers, they have been dismissed. And so someone else will have to step up to the plate tonight if the Guyana Rainforest Rangers are to win this match. They have 13.4 overs to do so. What's that? 82 deliveries, I think. That's one dabbed away to the man at backward point. The return comes in, and let's see what happened here. They go through for a single. It's 53 for 2. It's 13, 78, 13, 6 is 78. So they have 78 and 3, 81 deliveries. So they will have 81 deliveries to do so. So some batting needs to be done for them to get over this total. James bowls to Clark, who looks to play a forcing shot off the back foot, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. 53 for 2. 53 for 2, and the Rainforest lost their match last night, and they should be looking to win tonight. But at the moment, Who is on top? Who do you think is on top? Let me see what the poll is saying at this moment. As James comes in, bowls to Clark, who looks to pull, got the bottom edge, and it trickled down to the edge of the circle. The fielder comes in off the long on boundary and picks up. They go through for 1, 54 for 2 after 6.5. So 6, wow. So the vast majority of you, 86%, 86% of you believe that the Guyana Rainforest Rangers will win. Wow, that's a blowout. Let's see. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. 86% of the viewers think that Guyana will win. Outside the half stump, Savory looks to cut bottom edge to backward point. They go through for a single. 55 for 2 at the end of over number 7. Good over there by Joshua James. 1 for 5 from the over. You know, there isn't a big crowd, but clearly there are some spectators in at the venue. I'm judging it that there are probably more than 200 spectators at the venue. Probably maybe even 500. So they will need 119, 119 to win from here. 119 to win from 13 over. That would go at 9 point. 13 over 19. 9.3. Let's say 9.3. Govia comes in, bowls, cut away. Down to the backward point here. It goes into the boundary for 4. So that was cut away down to the backward point area for 4. And now the score moves up now to 59. 59 for 2 with Clark and 18. Savory moving up to 8. So Savory is the captain and wicket keeper and main batsman. So a lot of responsibility for this Berbice youngster. A gentleman from Berbice one day called me and said, Savory should be in the West Indies team. He's the best wicket keeper we have. Round the wicket, comes in now, bowls to Savory, and that one bounce and turn as the batsman pulled out of the shot and allows the ball to go through to the keeper, and there is no run. He's very passionate about his Berbice cricketers. Said Savory is the best wicket keeper in the West Indies. Flicked away by Savory, down through square leg. The fielder comes off the boundary, restrict them to 1. It's 60 for 2 after 7.3. It said if he was anywhere else in the West Indies, he would be keeping for the West Indies. And I asked him, why isn't he keeping for Guyana? You know, why is it that it's him that is keeping for Guyana and not Savory? And he started on the Guyana Cricket Board, and start on the Guyana Cricket Board and say that Berbice need to leave Guyana as this is whipped away through mid-wicket down towards the field and the mid-wicket boundary. And let's see, the return comes in and they come back for 2. 62 now for 2. So good run in here. Good run in here. He was adamant that Berbice is not a part of Guyana. Wow. Passionate young man. Well, he's not a young man. He's probably in his 50s. Driven straight to the man at cover by Clark. 62 for 2 after 7.5 overs. Govia have conceded 12 runs so far from his 1.5 overs. Guyana chasing 174 made by Trinidad. Govia bowls to Clark, who steered this away down to the fielder coming off the cover boundary. This time he limits them to 1. After 8 overs, it's 63 for 2. So 111 needed now from 12 overs. 111 need from 12 overs. And what a knock Tevin Gilzean would have put in today. 291, 37 fours, 17 sixes. Not taking away anything from the knock. A double century is a double century, a big double century at that. He was 9 away from a triple century. You know, it was a good knock. It was a good knock. I was about to say it's a small field at Up Park Camp, but then every week cricket played there. Every week cricket played there. So if it's a small field, person should be making a lot of runs there. So you can't take anything away from the knock. You can't say it's a small field. Cricket played there every week. I apologize. You know, when I cough and something comes up, I have to get rid of it. You know, as I explained earlier, I have this challenge right now. We have this cough, you know. So I apologize. 65 for 2 after 8.2 overs. Xavier 9, Clark on 22 from 22 deliveries. Xavier 9 from 11. Joshua James 1 for 6. He's in his second over. The big, tall, burly, fast bowler, right arm over the wicket. Bowls, clip, turn away into the onside by Clark. They run hard for 1, and that's all they will get. They have to stay on 1. It's 66 for 2 after 8.3 overs. Terry Newton is saying that Savory is from Esquibo, not Berbice. But Terry Newton, I thank you for that. But I'm just relating a conversation where someone called me, you know, and that was what the person said. I don't know Esquibo, I don't know Berbice, I don't know. So, you know, I was just relating. But thank you for that. Turn away by the left-handed Savory. True square leg for a singer. And the score moves up now to 67 for 2. So Terry Newton, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. But I was just relating a story. I'm from Jamaica. I wouldn't know. You know. I'm trying to remember the conversation and to remember if the gentleman was saying that it's not Guyana, it's Berbice or something like that. It should not be Guyana, it should be Berbice. James bowled short, pulled away. Oh, is he caught magnificently at backward square leg? It was a short delivery and he pulled it to backward square leg. And Clark has to go. That was a good catch. We are saying that the fielding is poor, but he pulled off a blinder. It was short. Clark hit it. And what a catch at backward square leg. He dived low to his right. Was that Gooley? Look to see, just checking to see who took the catch, but it was a lovely catch. It's Bidassi, Bidassi, the leg spinner, who took the catch. It was short. Rivaldo Clark looks to pull, and it went to low to the right of Bidassi at backward square leg, and he came up with the catch. Clark gone for 23 from 24 deliveries, and Kevin Sinclair walks to the crease with the Guyana Rainforest Rangers 67 for 3 and in a spot of bother as they need a further 107 runs to win this match with 11.1 overs to go. So thank you, Terry Newton, for adding to the conversation, because that's really our interaction is important. So the number of the percentage of persons who think that Guyana will win have dropped significantly from 86 to 72. 86 to 72. Please remember to slash a like on the video. It says I dropped significantly from 86 to 72. It was a good catch though, young man. Good catch that. Bidesi. Well, there's a poll in the live chat and 72% said that Guyana will win. Lord Appeal, that's very straight, you know. Taylor walk away, Christopher Taylor, but I think that's straight. As Kevin Sinclair played around his right pad, and that looked very straight. It looks adjacent. I would love to see the replay. Good bowling though by James. 2 for 8 from his 2 overs. 68 for 3 at the end of over number 9. But that was very straight to me. So remind you that the Trinidad and Tobago Legions made 173 for 6 when they batted. Joshua Da Silva getting an half century. And Giles Gooley getting a brisk 49 before he was out in the second to last delivery. So Lalville, at this moment, I think the game is in the balance, but 70% of the persons in the live chat believe that Guyana will win. 70% believe that Guyana will win. So come back for 2. As Bidasi comes into the attack, Michael Douglas wanted to see Bidasi. Berbice is a county. They are a country. Bidasi bowls driven down to long off for a singer. Barrett D, I got the impression that some persons think that it should not have named Guyana. It should have, from the conversation with the gentleman, and probably I'm touching on grounds here that I need that to touch on because I don't have anything. But I get the impression that some people think that the whole area should be called Berbice and not Guyana, you know. But maybe I'm going somewhere. Barrett D said that, yeah, there are 3 counties in Guyana: Essequibo, Berbice, and Demara. Thank you, Barrett D. Appreciate the information. As Savory plays that to mid-off and there is no run, 71 for 3. 71 for 3. Comes in now, bowls to Savory, outside the half stump, slapped away down to the field and the cover boundary. Just one more. The score now moves up now to 72 for 3. Remind you that after 11 overs, Trinidad was 56 for 4. After 11 overs. 56 for 4 after 11 overs. So this match is far from over. Bidesi bowls it away for 6 over backward square leg by Sinclair. It was short and he hit it high in the air over deep backward square leg for 6. 78 now for 3. With 1 delivery to come before the drinks break. That one was hit high in the air. 1 delivery to come before the drinks break. Bowls to Sinclair, and Sinclair eases this one down to long off for a single. 79 for 3 at the drinks break. So they are 79 for 3 at the drinks break. They will need a further 95 runs to win. Rivaldo Clark, he made 23 from 24 deliveries. 1-4. Adrian Sukwa, he was out for one from 2 deliveries after making a half century last night. Kevlin Anderson too, who made a half century last night, was caught by Django off the bowling of Joshua James for 27 from 19 deliveries, 3 fours and 1 6. He looks good at the crease. He has a lot of shots. I have a lot of time for Kevlin Anderson. He looks a good one. And Kevar Savory is not out on 11 from 10. And Kevin Sinclair is on 10 from 5. But I think Joshua James and the Trinidad and Tobago Legions would be wondering why he was not given out leg before by Christopher Taylor, as I think that was very, very straight. Let me hear what your views in the live comment section. Did you think that delivery, those of you who are watching the match and not listening to the commentary, do you think that he was plumb leg before? I think it was very, very, very straight. And 79 for 3. And as you see there, Wakeem is coming back into the attack. His first over went for 13. I wonder why they would go back to Wakeem. I would have loved to see the Pacers come back now. One more from Clark, one more from Lane. Nonetheless, I'm not the captain. Remind you that tomorrow morning at 9:35, we will have another episode of the Takedown. We'll be talking definitely about the West Indies women team failure to qualify for the World Cup. We're going to have a deeper look into it. So join us then tomorrow morning at 9:35. And the match comes in bowls to Sinclair, who swung across the line down to the man at long on for a single, 80 for 3 after 10.2. Sinclair on 11 from 7, Savory on 11 from 10. The match tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock Jamaica time between the Guyana Titans and the Guyana Rainforest Rangers. As long as that match is not being shown on YouTube, then I'll do a watch along. If it is on YouTube, fine. But if it's not on YouTube, then I'll be doing the watch along. So you could join me for that match tomorrow once it is not on YouTube. But tomorrow morning at 9:35, we will be looking at West Indies' failure to qualify for the World Cup. And off the back foot goes Savory and he strokes it down to long on. The batsman will stay on 181 for 3 after 10.3. Savory is on 12. Sinclair on 11 comes into strike. 93 needed from 57 deliveries. Wakim, orthodox off spinner, orthodox left arm, orthodox spinner. Round the wicket, bowls to Sinclair, wide signal. One more to the total. So Damian Wakim bowls high in the air. Has it got the distance or is only height? Let's see, it has the distance. It gone 6 runs. Sinclair hitting that one high, dead straight. And once again, Wakim is proving expensive as he overpitched that one in the slot. Sinclair down on one knee, bending the right knee and hitting it over long on for 6 more. 6 more to the total. 88 for 3 now. And the Guyana Rainforest, I think, have started their charge. Sinclair love to bat in these conditions. Round the wicket, the left arm orthodox spinner bowls to Sinclair. Slow delivery. He was winding up for the big drive. And then he just tapped it towards point and they go through for a single. It's 89 for 3 after 10.5. So 1 to coming over number 11. Sinclair is on 18. Savory is on 12. 18 to Sinclair, 12 to Savory. The left-handed Guyanese captain faces up to Wakim, who goes over the wicket. He looks to turn this into the onside, comes off the inside edge onto his pad and trick it down the onside of the pitch. The bowler fielding his follow-through. End of over number 11, 89 for 3, looking to get 174 to win. So they will need a further 85 runs to win from 9 overs. And that's very doable. It's just about 9.45, I would say 9.45 runs per over. Remind you, at this stage, the Trinidad and Tobago Legions were 56 for 4. They were 56 for 4 at this stage. So clearly, on that count, the Guyana Rainforest Rangers are ahead. And it's a good looking crowd though at the ground. Earlier I said about 500 persons. I think so. As Kovia comes back into the attack, none for 13 from 2 overs and it's driven down to long on for a single by Sinclair. 19 out for 3 after 11.1. Sinclair moves up to 19. Savory and 12 comes into strike. So keep the conversation coming. Click a slash a like on the video. And that figure is going down more and more each time as it has dropped to 65%. Whipped into the onside by Savory for 1 more. Down to Cephas on the long on boundary. Kovia is really bowling well here now. None for 15 from his 2.2 overs. 11.2 overs have gone. 91 for 3. That gentleman looking very serious. Oh, he's so serious. Who is he bringing? Guyana or Trinidad? Ball swung away for 6 by Sinclair. Down backward of score. He's out. Sorry. What a stupid person I am. He hit it so hard, I think it cleared the boundary. But it was straight into the man at backward square leg. Oh, you're an idiot, Mr. Brown. How can you say it gone for 6? And you never saw it. And so Sinclair goes 91 for 4. So Kovia, he swung that away high in the air. Oh, it went so far in the air, I thought it gone for 6. But it was straight to the man on the boundary. He misjudged it slightly as he took the catch low to the ground. Nonetheless, the catch was cleanly taken. And that's what matters, taking it cleanly. Guyana Rainforest Rangers are 91 for 4. 91 for 4. Oh, I said it was 6 and the man out. Oh boy, you're really losing it. It's a long time you haven't done any watch along, don't? Yes. You need to get back into the rhythm because West Indies cricket coming up. There's a lot of cricket coming up in May for West Indies. And May and June, the women tour in Ireland, the men tour in Ireland. A lot of West in June. South Africa 80. Well, that is probably will be on West Indies YouTube channel. The champion said, I thought it was going to be a 6 as well. Oh, yes. Yes, the champion, you know. Yes, the champion. Yeah, for a moment, it looks like it came right out of the screw as Ali Mohammed is beaten as he played outside the half stump and missed that one, 91 for 4. 11.1 overs. Govia comes in, bowls to run up Mohammed, and he plays this one down back the half side of the pitch to the bowler who field, and there is no run. He was looking to turn that one into the outside, but at the last moment, he straightened up the bat and played it down to the half side of the pitch, and there was no run. Govia, right arm off spinner, bowls to the right-handed batsman who's beaten outside the half stump. Amir Django whipped off the bails, but there was no appeal. 91 for 4 after 12. Mohammed yet to score Savory, and 13 from 13 will be on strike at the start of over number 13. I thought it was going to be a 6 as well, said the champion. It must have been the breeze that held it back. Good point there, Noba. Good point there. And that's why these are some of the things why I love this community. And appears to like Michael Edwards, Barrett D, and the champion, because I wasn't even thinking of that. So many of you wonderful, Athena, so many interesting comments come forward. Where is our good friend from Trinidad, Sheldon? You know, there are so many legends and bright persons in this community. You know, I couldn't do without you guys. And again, the champion is just proving that point as I wasn't even thinking of the breeze. And it probably was. You are right. You are probably right, the champion. It may well be. Joaquim, the left arm orthodox spinner over the wicket, bowls to Savory, who tucked it through square leg. They run hard for 1, but they won't come back for 2. The score goes up now to 92 for 4 after 12.1 overs. Ali Mohammed was a dangerous customer. Very dangerous. He made naught last night, and he'll be looking to set this record straight. He can win this match in a jiffy for the Guyana Rainforest Rangers. He's a ball beater. He's a strong lad, and he hit it a long way. And he I think, is the most dangerous to Trinidad. Bowls to Mohammed after back foot, can't beat backward point. He's staying north from 4 deliveries. 92 for 4 in over number 13. It has been bowled by Joaquin. This is his 3rd over. Left arm orthodox round the wicket, bowls to Mohammed, who slapped it down to the field on the cover boundary for 193 for 4 now, with 3 deliveries to come in over number 13. 82 needed of 46 deliveries. Savory needs to get going. He's on 14 from 14 deliveries. Helmetless, capless. Joaquim, the left arm orthodox spinner, over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Guyanese captain who looks to sweep, comes off the pad, probably bottom edge. We'll wait on the signal from the umpires. They come back for 2. The score goes up now to 93 for 4. No, so it's 2 leg by. So he remains on 14. 95 for 4. Savory is on 14 from 15 deliveries. Joaquin, 2 deliveries to go in his 13 overs. None for 25 thus far. Left arm orthodox over the wicket. Bowls to Savory, who goes deep in his crease and work it into mid-wicket. Only a single. The score goes up to 96 for 4 after 4 overs. Well, after 12.5 overs. 96 for 4. 1 delivery to coming over number 13. Ali Mohammed, Ronaldo Ali Mohammed, named after the Portuguese football star, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo Ali Mohammed. Or was it Fat Ronaldo, or it was number 9 that he was named off? Could be number 9. Comes in, bowls, and he slapped this to the man at extra cover, and there is no run. It was a full-blooded slap. End of over number 13. 96 for 4. Guyana Rainforest Rangers needing 78 to win from 42 deliveries. Shaping up to be a very, very interesting match. Let me look. So the poll again is shifting towards Guyana, so it have now moved up to 67. At once, just now it was 60-40, but it have gone back to 67-33 in favor of Guyana. I think the match is nicely balanced. They need just 78 runs from 7 overs. Is that right? 76-42, 78 runs from 42 deliveries. Bedassi, the right arm leg spinner to bowl. Please remember to hit the like button. Just slash a like on the button. Just click off the live chat and you'll see the thumbs up button. As Bedassi tosses up that one to Savory, who hit it down to long off for a singer. The score goes up by 1 to 97 for 4 now. I heard a little rhythm coming back. I got Trinidad for the win. Okay, the champion. I'm balanced so far. Probably in the next 2 or 3 overs, I will switch one way. But right now I'm balanced, especially with Ronaldo Ali Mohammed at the crease. Anything can happen as he tucked that one to mid-wicket and goes through for a single. 98 for 4 after 13.2. As he bowl, wow. So Michael Douglas, your man, Bedassi is bowling. Watch Bedassi, the right arm leg spinner over the wicket, bowl, short, cut, misses. Django threatened to whip off the bails, but he didn't. That deliveries. And at some point, the Rainforest batsmen have to get going. Bedassi bowls. Hit away by Savory. The man comes around from backward point, cannot get there. Field and the bounce. One more to the total. 99 for 4 now after 13.4 overs. 75 needed. Deliveries are running out. 38 deliveries to come. Just about a run, 2 runs every ball is required at this time. Somebody need to play some shots. Bowl to Ronaldo Ali Mohammed. That's the googly. Comes off the inside edge of the bat. The batsman played it down on the offside. There's no run. As he was looking for expansive shot, but it came back in. He never picked the googly. Got the inside portion of Bedassi. Bowls to Ali Mohammed off the back foot. Can't beat extra cover. That Silva is it. The captain. 99 for 4 at the end of over number 14. So 75 needed now from 36 deliveries. So that 75 from 36 deliveries, that is 12.5 runs per over. So what the Rainforest Rangers, they really need a big over now. And probably the champion, I'm probably leaning towards your take right now. If I'm to give someone the edge right now, I would give it to the Trinidad and Tobago Legions. But one big over, especially with Ronaldo Ali Mohammed at the crease, one big over can change this all around. But at this moment, I'll definitely give the edge to the Trinidad and Tobago Legions. But Guyana Rainforest Rangers are no way out of it at this moment. You know, there are so many names for these teams. The Guyana RP Eagles, the Guyana Amazon Warriors, the Guyana Rainforest Rangers. So you have to think a little more about it when you are calling the names. the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, the Trinbago Knight Riders, the Trinidad and Tobago Legions. Where's the Legions here? McKinley Clark pulls up as he runs in and warns the batsman, says, stay in your crease. So Savory's on strike. I love this decision to bring back the fast bowlers. You have 3 fast bowlers and you have 6 overs to go. So I think that the 3 fast bowlers will be bowling these 6 overs. Clark, over the wicket, bowls to Savory, who driven this hard down to long off, but straight to the fielder, coming off the boundary, 1 more to the total. That brings up the 100 for the Rainforest Rangers. 100 for 4 in over number 15. The batsman was well in his crease though, but he's warning him. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. Let's watch now. Round the wicket comes Clark. Bowls full toss. That could be a no ball, you know. The batsman played it to mid-wicket. They go through for a singer. It could be a no ball. Well, the square leg signaled that it was below waist. So luckily, I don't like this idea of going round the wicket, you know. Square leg was quick to signal that it was below waist. Wow. He was probably too quick there, you know. He was probably too quick on the draw. I don't know. I think he was probably too quick on the draw. Clark comes in now to bowl to Savory. He's in bowl short to Savory, who slapped this away down to the cover boundary for 4. It was short outside the arse stump and he slapped it away down to the cover boundary for 4. Good shot by Savory. He moves up to 22. I definitely think that they should have had a second look at the delivery before this. I think that it was probably above the waist. I would love to have a second look. Guyana was 116 for 1 after 14 overs, chasing down 167 yesterday and failed to chase it down. Can't too trust them to do it, said Michael Douglas. Thank you very much. Bowls outside the half stump, driven down to long off for a singer. 106 for 4 with 2 deliveries to come in the over. 7 of the over thus far. McKinley Clark 1 for 24 from 2.2 overs. Yes, they collapsed badly last night after the dismissal of Sukwa and Anderson. They fell away like 9 pins. McKinley Clark is round the wicket to the right-handed Ali Mohammed. Not my choice. He bowls to Ali Mohammed, who slapped this to the man down on the long off boundary. They get only 1. 1 bounce to him. The score moves up to 107 for 4. I don't like the idea of bowling round the wicket to the right-hander in the death. I don't like it. Because my thing is that if you are bowling round the wicket, the ball has to pass the batsman. If you understand what I mean, the ball has to pass the batsman. If you are bowling over the wicket, you fire it outside the half stump. That must be a no ball now. It's slapped away, 1 bounce for 4. Must be a no ball. Bad over this by McKinley Clark. Oh, they don't give it as a no ball. Oh, my Lord. I thought it was a no ball. So bad over by McKinley Clark. I think it went for 11. At the end of the over, though, they are 111 for 4 after 15 overs. I recall the Trinidad and Tobago Legions were what? 112 for 4 at the same stage, I think so. So the match is fairly even. Savory moves up to 27 from 23 deliveries. So the ball must be wet and it's slipping out of McKinley Clark's hand. Ideally, I would go for a Joshua James, but they're going to use Cover to bowl this over. And I don't mind Cover bowling this over because I never liked that over from McKinley Clark. So Covia is going to bowl his third and final over. Right arm off spinner, ball to Mohammed, full delivery, played back down to the bowler who misfield and allowed them to go through for the single. 112 for 4. Bad by Covia there. So Guyana was 116 for 1. I read that one already, Mikel. Thank you. The two first matches, both teams batted first, got 58 and 59 runs in the last 3 overs. But here, more is needed, said Patrick Lambert. Thank you, Patrick, the legend. How you doing, man? Another legend in this community. Thank you for that updated information. 112 for 4. Round the wicket, the right arm off spinner bowls to save. We tuck it into the mid-wicket region. I got to run hard. They stay on one though as the field are closing rapidly. The score goes up to 113 for 4. 15.2 overs have been bowled. 113 for 4. The run rate going up all the time. 13.07 is the required run rate. But 2 big overs will change that. Mohammed is bowled down York as he swung down the wrong line and Covia got the wicket. Full delivery. Should have hit it through the offside. Mohammed looking to swing it over mid-wicket or long on. Beaten on the outside edge while playing through the onside. And he was York bowled. Yes, York. He's York. Bowled by Covia. And the Guyana Rainforest Rangers have lost their 5th wicket. The 2 first matches, both teams batted first, got 58 and 59 runs in the last 3 overs. But here, more is needed, said Patrick Lambert. Thank you very much, Patrick Lambert. And Michael Douglas said, Guyana was 116 for 1 after 14 overs, chasing down 167 yesterday and failed to chase it down. Can't trust them to do it. So I'm going to look at the poll now. And the poll still have Guyana in front. Please remember to slash a like on the video. Very important that you slash a like on the video. Just checking on the poll here. The poll still says 64% to Guyana 36. Very, very interesting. Click off the live chat and you'll see the thumbs up button. And when you see the thumbs up button, just click on it. We should be able to get up to 100 likes tonight. It's going to be very, very interesting. As he yanked. Good. Covia looking to bowl full. Yes, again he bowls full. And this time, the Yorker is dug out by Samson. So good bowling here. As he's always looking to go full is Covia. Good look off spinner in a man. Tall, lanky lad. Covia. They say that teams that Covia play and tends to win tournament. As Covia again bowled full and he dug out another Yorker. That's what I heard. That teams that Covia plays on tends to win tournaments. So should we be back in the Trinidad and Tobago Legions to win? Covia over the wicket. Bowls to Samson. Samson get another Yorker and he driven it back to Covia. Good spell. Good spell this. 4 overs, 2 for 17. Well done, young man. Well done. 113 for 5 after 16 overs. 61 needed from 4 deliveries. From 4 overs, that's 15 runs per over. And now, the champion, I'm going to say now to the champion loud and clear, I am with you 100% that the Guyana, that Trinidad will win. So I think that Trinidad will win. And the poll in the live chat is not quite reflecting that as yet, but it is coming down all the time. As only 62% of you now believe that Guyana will win. And that is coming from 86%. So it's coming down all the time. So that's good. It shows that the chat is honest. You know, you can only vote once. And Guyana have built up such a sizable lead. So the persons who are voting after will have to be chipping away at that sizable lead that Guyana built up in the poll. So if you think Trinidad is going to win, Joshua James into the attack, Savory played it down to backward point, cannot beat the fielder. Nonetheless, they go through for a run, 114 for 5, with 5 deliveries to come in over number 17. So 1 delivery in 17 over number 17 has been bowled so far. I thank you all for being here. I really appreciate your company. I told you that I'm happiest when I'm with you and doing these watch along and these live show. And you have made us the #1 YouTube cricket channel in the Caribbean. And I appreciate you for that. Thank you very much for that support. Let's watch now. James, the right-arm fast bowler, bowls over the wicket. To the right-handed Samson, he hit it hard down to long off for one more. 115 for 5. Doing okay, but your team started on the wrong foot. I believe you were all 50 runs short. Yes, Jamaica really started on the wrong foot. And you would recall last week, Saturday, Patrick Lambert, because I think you tuned into the match that we were streaming. And the Cricket Forum streamed that match live from, where did we win? Manly Horn in St. Elizabeth. James bowl wide to Savory, wide signal, 116 for 5. 2 deliveries have been bowling over number 17 thus far. Yes, we started on the wrong foot. So Rob think that's poor captaincy by Savory. He learned nothing from the first game, said Rob. Well, thank you for expressing your opinion, Rob. We appreciate the comment and we respect your opinion all the time. James, over the wicket to Savory, is in bowl, pull, misses through to the keeper, and there is no run. You know, many persons are saying that it is called a breakout season, a breakout tournament. So maybe we're going to have some breakout captains, and the captains will probably very poor. And tomorrow morning also, we definitely will have to talk about the captaincy of Ailey Matthews. So join us tomorrow morning at 9:35 Jamaica time, short outside the half stump. Savory slapped it down to the man and the cover boundary. A single's not going to hurt the Legions at this time, the Trinidad and Tobago Legions. Not going to hurt them. Guyana really need boundaries at this time. Definitely, Guyana really need boundaries at this time. And they need some big overs. 20 deliveries to get 57. So they really need to go hard. That's almost 3 runs per delivery. So this is going up to almost 18 runs and over. Comes in bowls, swings and miss. Samson, he's just swinging from the hip. He's not looking at the ball as it goes through outside the half stump. Rob said Ailey is a great player, but not a good not a good leader. I share your opinion, Rob. I definitely share your opinion. I've expressed that in the past that she's a brilliant cricketer. The team cannot do without her. But, well, tomorrow morning, though, join us for our opinions on the issue. Bowls hit away down to fine leg for 4. He looks to drive and it came off the inside edge and it goes into the boundary for 4. It could have been saved. I mean, and some fielders would have saved that, but knowing our Caribbean layback approach, there was no dive coming out. And so it's 121 for 5 after 17 overs. 3 overs to go, 18 deliveries to get 53 runs. 3 18s is 54, you know. So they need 3 runs per delivery if they are to win this. So definitely the champion. You have got this one. So let's look and see what the live chat is saying in the live poll. Well, it's now 67%, 63 to 37. And I think that persons who have voted as the match goes on have voted for Trinidad, but because the Guyana had built up such a big lead in the beginning, they're still holding the advantage in the live poll. But I think if someone, and please vote. Just click on the the vote is in the live chat. You just have to click on one of them and vote. I know some persons are watching on their television. I don't know how to tell you to vote on your television. I don't know. Probably the poll is there. You are seeing it. But once you're in the live chat, you will see that the poll is there. Lane, you and Lane, balls to the left-handed saver. High in the air. Who wants it? The keeper? Oh, dropped. Who is that? Is that Cephas? I think it's Cephas again. Yes, it's Cephas. His third catch. Can a man drop 3 catches in one match? Wow. Wow, can you believe it? The third time in a match, he never even got anywhere near it. The third time in a match. Definitely. He never got anywhere near it. Let's watch. Lane cut away by the left-handed saver down to the field and the cover boundary. One more to the total. And to me, it's just now a matter of the final rights. Clearly a matter of the final rights. 124 for 5. 16 deliveries to go. And the Guyana Rainforest Rangers are heading to their second consecutive defeat in this breakout tournament. While Trinidad and Tobago Titans are heading to their second consecutive win. Titans have a very good bowling attack. Full toss hit by Samson down to long on for a singer. The fielder never picked up cleanly, but it's restrict them now to 125 for 5. 3 deliveries to go in over number 18. Trinidad and Tobago Legions. Really on track now to win this one quite comfortable. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., Jamaica Titans will play Guyana. In the air, another wicket. The keeper should take this one. Let's see. No, it's dropped again. And then he threw away the ball. Oh, and he touched his head and said, I lost it. We don't know where the ball went or if it was backed up, but the bowler dropped the catch. It went high in the air. It was an easy catch. Oh, he never got onto it. He never got onto it. Was that Cephas again? It was a bowler who dropped the catch, but it was Cephas who distracted him. And then he picked up the ball and shot at the stump, and they got a single. Oh, he hit the stump, so decision pending. A lot is happening here. But I can only call what I see. I never realized that he hit the stump. Yeah, he's out, run out. The bails, they're going to look back to see if the bails leave the groove, and it did. The bails leave both grooves, and his bat was not in, so he's out, run out. So he dropped the catch, and he hit the stump, and he's out, run out. So is that Savory? Yes, Savory out, run out. Savory out, run out. And Guyana Rainforest Rangers are 125 for 6. 125 for 6. Batting second pose a psychological disadvantage. I think though, Rob, why they choose to bat second is that the dew factor. And they think that it would be more difficult to bowl when the dew is taking effect. So, and as I respect your opinion, and you have your reason, I'm just explaining why I think that they bat second. I think it was a dew factor why they bat second. I'm not here saying that they are right to bat second or they were wrong to bat second. I'm just saying that I think that was the rationale behind the decisions they took. Laying over the wicket, balls to the new batsman who swings this high in the air, who wants this catch. And they're falling like 9 pin, but the fielder never charging and take the catch. So one more to the total, 126. Respect, Rob. Respect, man. Yeah, man. One of the things that I try to emphasize here, and I am big on it, and persons in this community know that we respect everyone's opinion, as long as it is said in an amicable way, as long as it is not loaded, we respect it outside the off stump. Because there are times when we talk the facts, like the score is 126 for 6 of 18 overs. That's a fact. Samson is on 7. Ned is on 0. Those are facts, irrefutable. But then a lot of the times what we do here is give our opinions. And our opinions is our opinions. And that's all it is, our opinion. We're just giving our opinion. And persons will disagree and persons will agree. Persons will probably disagree with part of it, agree with part of it. It's all over. As long as we are just courteous and respectful to each other, we can say anything we want to say and give our opinion, because that's what I want. I'll be very disappointed if everyone come on the channel and agree with me. Over the wicket comes James Bowles, swung away for 6. Oh, he nailed that one down to deep mid-wicket. 6 runs by Samson. 132 for 6. 42 from 11 deliveries. 42 from 11 deliveries. Are we going to have something special here? Too early to say. Let's see if he will nail on a few more 6s in this over. I want to see those 6s. I want this thing to get very, very interesting. 132 for 6. 132 for 6. 11 times 4. All right. All right, Rob. 11 times 4. Let's watch Joshua James. Over the wicket, balls to Samson. He hit this again, another 6. Wow, it's bigger than the first one. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen live? Is it going to happen live? Is Samson going to send home the Legion fans with heartbroken? Can it happen? Wow. Joshua James under pressure. He needs a dot ball here. If this one goes for 6, 36 will come from this over. I'm telling you, mark my word. If this one goes for 6, we will have 36 from this over. Big up Carlton Heyman, the legend. Big up to you, boss. I think it's good morning. It's early morning now in England. Joshua James need a dot ball here. Round the wicket. Oh, yeah, good delivery. York ducked out. Well done, Joshua James. Good delivery. I tell you, if that ball had gone for 6, this over would end up with 36. We're about to witness a miracle, said Rob. Let's see, Rob. Still a number of deliveries to go. 9 deliveries to go. 36 needed. Can he hit 2 or 3 more 6s out of this over? 2 more 6s out of this over will bring down that 36 to 24 from the last one. He has gone again, you know. It's high in the air as it got the distance. He's out caught. He's out caught. He tried. Samson, 19 from 12 deliveries. That's always going to be difficult. 138 for 7. The miracle did not happen tonight, Rob. Let's see. Tomorrow, my team play your team. And as I said, if it is not on YouTube, I'll be here live. Some persons even say whether it's on YouTube or not, we should come for the discussion. Let's see. That's a possibility too, because it's really the discussion. But Samson tried. He tried. Yes, Rob. You know, it's part of the fun, isn't it, Rob? That's why we watch this glorious game. It's so much fun. 19 he made. So Niall Simmet is the new batsman. Someone told me that respect, Rob. I appreciate those kind compliments. I appreciate that. Respect to you, man. Respect to you. Yeah, man. Enough blessings. It means a lot to me for those kind words coming from you. I appreciate it very much. So for the first time, the voting is showing 58 to 42 for Trinidad. I definitely think that Trinidad will win. Oh, I want to see that action again from Joshua James, man. I would love to see that action again. I'm paying attention to James' action here. Down the leg side, wide signal, 138 for 7 after 18.4 overs. Oh, that very interesting action, that the ball that get the wicket. I would definitely love to see, but that I'll keep my comment. But it could be very interesting and very interesting. I would love to see about that action. James, round the wicket. Bowls swung at missed bottom edge to short, third man, no run. And this is well over. Both batsmen are on ducks. Once Kevin and Anderson went, they were always going to be in danger, definitely. Always going to be in danger of losing this match. I have a lot of time for Kevin Anderson. I really, really have a lot of time for him. He looks good. He looks very, very good. James, bowled to Niall Simmet, who swung this away over deep mid-wicket for 6 more. Was that a no ball? Was it a no ball? No, it's not a no ball. 29 needed after the last over. Rob, what you say? 5 6s? Carlos Brathwaite. Carlos Brathwaite, 2016 World Cup. England versus the West Indies in India. Where were you that Sunday? Where were you that Sunday? 5 6s, Rob. Yes. What do you think, Michael Douglas? 5 6s? Let's look at the poll in the live chat if it's levering out. It's still 58 to 42. We can do it, said Rob. Let's see. Yuan Lane. I would love 4 6s after the first 4 deliveries. That's what I would love. And then the best team win from there. 4 6s after the first 4 deliveries. They'll need 5 from 2. And then we'll see what happened there. Sorry to say, but the first delivery only a single. Interesting action. Do you see that action? Very interesting action. And when I say very interesting, I love what he did with his wrist. That's what I'm talking about. Not the elbow. I think the elbow was fine. But Joshua James did something very interesting with his wrist there. High in the air. Let's see who's going to take the catch. He's out. So it's not going to happen for us, Rob. Rob, it's not going to happen for us. It's not going to happen for us at all tonight. It's not going to happen for us. Not going to happen for us. Not going to happen for us. So the Rainforest Rangers are sliding to their second consecutive defeat, while the Trinidad and Tobago Legions are on the verge of their second consecutive win, and they will remain top of the table. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow morning match, the first match tomorrow morning. First match tomorrow morning is the Jamaica. I think that's match number 5 coming up tomorrow morning. Jamaica playing against Guyana, I think. So that will be the first match tomorrow morning. I think that match is at 1 o'clock, not tomorrow morning, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So Guyana will play Jamaica. Once the match is not on YouTube, that's match number 5. Then I'll be here to do the watch along. Short, wide signal, as it? Yes, wide. We try, yes, Rob, we try to get there exciting. Too much rain. We are sliding. Oh, a big one. That's a good one. That's a very good one, Rob. Yes, they are sliding in the rainforest. Can't keep their footing at all. Too much rain. Slide into the rainforest. And Yuan Lane comes in now. Bowls to Blades. Pitched up and Blades hit this high in the air. Is it going to a fielder? It comes down and he took a drop. Oh, I thought he took the catch, but it's drop. And they come back for 2. We tried, Rob, we tried. But I love that comment though. Nice one. That's a nice one. Nice play on the words there. Sliding in the rainforest. He should have caught it though. It's Da Silva, Da Silva should have caught it. He got there and he got there comfortable. Let's watch Lane. He comes in now, bowls. Outside the half stump, wide will be signal. It's 150 for 8. So that brought up as 149. I'm ahead of the scoreboard. It's 149 for 8. 150. Oh, it's going over now. 150 for 8. 24. So you know what, Rob? This need to be a no ball and it goes for 6. Hit it high in the air, but it doesn't go a long way. The fielder took the catch and he's out. It's 150 for 9. And Guyana on the verge of getting bowled out again. They were bowled out last night, right? Yes, they were bowled out last night. The ball is hot. The ball is hot, said Rob. They were bowled out last night and they are on the verge of getting bowled out again tonight. They are 150 for 9. 2 deliveries to come in match number 4. Trinidad and Tobago Legions have won this one. I want to thank you all for being here. I appreciate your company. Thank you for staying with me and keeping my company. I appreciate you. Remember to slash a like on the video. Remember that we'll be here tomorrow morning, first at 9:35, to look at West Indies' failure to qualify for the World Cup. We'll also be looking at a number of other issues concerning West Indies cricket. We'll be reviewing the 4 matches that played in this tournament. Solid in defense, Latif, as he's saying, I'm not going to allow you to bowl me out. But it will be a very exciting show tomorrow morning. Join us then. And later in the afternoon, the Jamaica Legions versus Guyana Rainforest team. Good night, my brother Rob. They weren't bowled out. They got the guy blocked the last delivery of the innings yesterday. So that's what he's doing again today. 1 delivery to come. Bowls to Latif and he blocked out the last delivery again. 150 for 9. And the Trinidad and Tobago Legions have chalked up their second win. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. See you tomorrow morning at 9:30.